Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham dhammang sanghang namasami. Welcome everybody to this Sunday morning meditation with Dhamma Tarini Sangha. It's winter now, and there's a possibility that during this hour that a couple of day visitors may be wanting to join us. We are now, if the people are in good health and they haven't done anything dangerous recently, so that we think they're COVID safe, and making it possible for a few people to come into our meditation hall and sit with us inside. So it's not necessary for me to be shivering in the Dhanasala in order to be both present with you all here through the Zoom and also be present for the people who are here in person, face to face. Even though I only can see the little images or even just the names on this small screen here, I do very much value the sense of being face to face with each of you during this morning meditation time and this Dhamma discussion time. Today I thought of thinking about compassion and the other divine abidings in the context of equanimity. Equanimity is a kind of a protective factor that protects the heart so that it's possible to truly open up to practice with loving kindness, compassion, and sympathetic joy. One can think of this protective quality in terms of the line in the Karaniya Metta Sutta, where the Buddha said that just as a mother would protect her child, her only child, with her very life, just so one should cultivate a boundless heart for all living beings. This doesn't mean that the Buddha wants you to think of the warm and delightful feeling because you love your baby so much and you just get such a nice feeling when you see your baby or when you hold your baby, you just love them so much. And then that, taking that feeling and spreading that feeling over the whole world. Instead, I think we may consider this aspect of protecting. If the mother has a baby, if the baby is starting to play with the garbage in the garbage can, the mother would gently bring it back and say, no, don't play there, it's not safe. If the baby is going towards the hot stove or the hot fire, the mother would pull them back, say, no, don't go there, and would be gently, constantly guiding the child to keep the child within the safe zone where the child will not be hurt. Or even if the child would start to wander out into the road, into the traffic, the mother might, at risk of her life, jump out into the traffic to grab the baby and bring them back so they don't get hit by a vehicle. Or in the real life case that I know about, if the baby was grabbed by an alligator, the mother would wrestle with the alligator and force the alligator to open its mouth to let the child go. So this means that this quality of protecting. What are we protecting? We're protecting our own citta. We're protecting our own heart. We're learning how to protect the equanimity of our own heart. And we're doing this by being constantly mindful, always on the lookout. Is the heart staying in a safety, or is it going towards danger? If you think about what's the condition of your heart right now, it's possible because of what was going on in life that the heart might be disturbed by emotions or by opinions or by wanting things to be different than the way they are in one way or another. And if you recollect and recall all the different states and moods in your life, you might be able to recall from time to time there is that moment where the heart is in a state of disturbance, in a state of wanting things to be different than the way they are. And then something happens, something changes, something, somehow or other, it's possible to just let go, relax. And the heart goes from that state of having the tension or tightness of being not at ease to being calm. There's something lets go, something accepts reality as it is, and the heart becomes calm. So in order to locate that equanimous heart, I invite you to just reflect about the state of your heart. And if there's some memory or some thought that you can bring up that lets the heart become not disturbed, to become really at ease. Giving a special welcome to Sepali, who's come in, who is the donor, who's giving us something to eat today, I hope. And happy to see you this morning. Welcome. Another way to bring the heart to a state of ease would be to just take a minute and come to awareness of the breath. And see how it is when we're just watching the breath. As long as awareness is just settled on the breath, we're not hurting anybody at all. We're not craving anything. We're not hating anything. It's just breath, just only breath. And locating that mood, that feeling state, or that state of the chitta, or the state of the heart, which is so simple and so equanimous, and forming the preliminary intention that during this meditation, I'm going to protect the equanimity and balance of this heart. And if our thoughts begin to wander into a danger zone, like wandering into dislike or anxiety or wishing and wanting, just like a mother, gently, gently, keep the heart in the safe zone. Keep the heart in the zone of equanimity. So this is my explanation about the meditation. Now we can have actual meditation. Coming to an upright and balanced posture. Arranging the legs and the hands in a way that's comfortable, balanced, and stable. And attending to how the torso or the back is upright in a way that's balanced, and not too rigid, but relaxed and balanced. Letting go of thoughts about the past or the future, just bringing awareness to what's happening here in this body, mind, and now in this present moment. And without losing the upright posture, allowing the face and the body to become soft and relaxed. Relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the belly, feeling connected to the earth element by the weight of the body pressing on the seat or the cushion, and by the feet or the legs touching the floor or the cushion. Bringing awareness to the sensations in the body in whatever way is good for you, whether scanning up and down or holding a open awareness for every sensation that arises, touching the body. And bringing a thought of equanimity. It's okay, just like it is. It's okay, just as it is. Knowing what equanimity is, the real meaning, as sincerely as we can, thinking it's okay just as it is. Noticing the feeling of equanimity, how it is in the body, in the heart, and the mind when we are equanimous. Sustaining that equanimous thought, directing to the whole world without boundary in all directions. May all beings be okay, just as they are. And bringing to mind joy and equanimity together, honoring what is good in me May that goodness not be lost. And it's okay the way it is. And bringing to mind the goodness in every single being, in all directions, everywhere. Rejoicing in that. And equanimous. May they not lose what they've gained. And bringing to mind compassion and equanimity together. Whatever in me is still hurting, seeing the end of that hurting. May all dukkha come to its end. And it's okay, just the way it is. and letting compassion, supported by equanimity, go out in all directions everywhere without any boundary. May all suffering and pain come to its end. May all dukkha everywhere come to its end. And it's okay, just the way it is. Picturing the end of dukkha and still equanimous, just the way it is. And bringing to mind metta, loving kindness. Forget about beings, yourself or the others or beings. Just let the whole zone, every place without boundary, be flooded and filled with loving kindness and supported by equanimity, accepting everything the way it is with unbounded kindness everywhere. And coming near the end of this short meditation, aware of the sensations in the body, aware of the feelings in the body and mind. Aware of the touch points where the body is touching, the hands touch the hands, the seat touches the cushion, the air touches the face. Aware of that contact. And aware of the material body, the physical body, seated here on the chair or the cushion, connected to the earth. And when we're ready, gently coming out of meditation. Dear friends, I acknowledge that the steps and the words that I used are not standard meditation procedure that I've heard from other great meditation teachers, but my own words in response to some of the explanations that were given by Obiku Analayo in his book about compassion and emptiness. I would welcome any report or reflection or question how this sequence of thoughts worked for you in meditation. Okay, I see Diana has got a hand up quickly. And Yvonne. Okay, so Diana first.
I found that it worked great because that was compassion and equanimity. It's like when you talked about does compassion go towards danger or I thought, no. And equanimity, it's like, no, it's like compassion is what it is. And, when you're, like, when a mother is saving her child from danger, it just is what it is. It's like, of course, and any person would pull a child or someone else from danger, and the adrenaline rush and all that. But the compassion, you hope everyone's born with it. Not everyone is, but that people could develop it or whatever. But it's like, the more, and if, like, some people, like, when people have to heal from past things, whatever, and that, sorry, I'm not quite awake this morning, that you, that sorry, words are going away and coming back, that uh, I'm sorry, I'm losing words.
Let me see if I can respond to what I think you're saying. There's a way in which using equanimity to balance compassion means that, like the mindful, clear, gentle mind that we have if we're gently moving the baby away from something dangerous, that we can see that is like there's not a disturbance in our heart in giving that care and that kind of protection.
Rather than yelling at the child or something.
Well, I mean, you couldn't, because you could, if you train yourself in disturbance, yell at the child or be upset. But instead, it can be done bounded by equanimity to stay calm while bringing that safety.
Yeah.
And then even so, like if there's an extreme danger, we immediately think of that rush of adrenaline and excitement. But possibly someone who was a professional, like a professional firefighter or
An EMT,
a
yeah.
safety person, an EMT, they could be like perfectly calm while they pull that person out of the fire or while they save the
Yeah.
child from the alligator. Because they're professional, they've trained their minds to keep calm even while doing the job. And this is how,
And the adrenaline comes later.
right, but this is
Yeah.
how the training in equanimity enables us to be compassionate in all kinds of circumstances without
Exactly.
being overwhelmed by emotions. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the observation.
Thank you.
I'm going to call on Yvonne now.
Thank you, Ayya. This meditation was especially touching and deep for myself because the metaphor of the child protection just followed the whole meditation, and the notion of when you said feel your equanimity, I felt it. And then when you paired it with compassion, it was just really, really profound. And I just like all your meditations, but this was especially touching for me. And thank you, Ayya.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to get all excited and happy and proud and conceited. And no, I shall remain equanimous. But it's very good to know if something is beneficial and helpful. There's a comment here in the chat from Elizabeth. The meditation did feel very gentle to me, not as an idea of gentleness, but a deep and pervasive experience of gentleness as a resting place. Yes, thank you. Okay, Maggie?
I think I understand the sense of equanimity paired with compassion, before extending compassion to myself or others. I need to be protected in my heart and stable and serene. Um, I think the thing of equanimity, I think I'm doing the work and meditating and I'm experiencing it then. But in many situations, my blood pressure still goes up. The body still seems to register, even though, I can say it's all okay. Um, so I don't know how to pair that. I mean, uh, I, I think, we're 4 months after Hurricane Helene here in Nashville. And once again, this past week, we've had no water. Um, and, just simple things like that still disturb my equanimity. Boy, a hot shower would really feel good, and I feel so human in that. But that's.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you so much for that comment, and I hope that we know that the aftermath of a disaster can last for a long time. So it takes so much patience, and actually an aspect of the courage of coping with disasters and difficulties are that you don't just need to cope for a minute or 10 minutes, you may need to cope for multiple years with the aftermath or the results of different things that can happen. Truly, I think the goal of this practice of equanimity, if we develop it, would be that the heart will not be overwhelmed with disturbance. To whatever extent, we're not yet fully enlightened. We have not yet fully realized the liberation from all of the negativities of samsara. To that extent, it can happen that the heart will still be disturbed. It could, clutch in all kinds of emotions and anxiety, or it can clutch in like opinions, like how can she say that looking at the suffering in the world and it's okay? How can she say that? It's not okay. 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 And so then, like then, the heart is still able to clench like that in disturbance. But the purpose of this training, I believe, is to try to learn how to not have that disturbance take over and overwhelm the chitta, not to overwhelm the heart, and not to overwhelm the mind. So that if there's a disturbance, the disturbance can be like a passing cloud that we feel for a moment. It's impermanent, it's there and it's gone, and it's finished, and we can return to a state of ease. But we hope that when we learn this practice, we're not going to become trapped or overwhelmed by the disturbance from things that seem to be not all right, not okay, not acceptable. Okay, Elaine?
Thank you. It was a beautiful meditation, and several things came to mind. I did think about wars and the trouble in the world a little bit. Um, it's so much easier when you come back to that moment and just the here and now, and you think, well, this second, everything is actually pretty perfect. It's good. And gratitude and acceptance also came to mind. Um, it's not perfect, but chip away at it. And with meditation over and over, it gets better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then I'll call on Kusala.
Thank you, Ayya. What came to mind in the guided meditation was equanimity in the state of joy and equanimity in the state of compassion. The tendency is to think of equanimity in the challenging times, but also for me to maintain that equanimity even when I could go to the other end of exuberance or excitement, or to bring in those positive qualities with that it's not always in reaction to the negativity.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah, good. I know that for myself, that I have a great challenge, a personal challenge in the practice of jhana, or the blissful side of meditation. And that's because in my younger years, I was an alcoholic and a drug addict. So altered states of consciousness, which feel extremely good, are like not safe. To me, it's like not safe, and better to just don't go there because it's not safe. And so then the protection of equanimity means that it's possible to really, like a release into bliss. Really release into appreciation and happiness without being afraid that, because of the addictive mind, that the other shoe is going to drop and it's going to fall into something painful. So, yeah, that's very good. Thank you so much for your observation today.
Thank you for your sharing. I'm 29 years as a recovered alcoholic, so maybe maybe that's why I resonated with what you were saying from also your past experience. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Thank you.
Okay. Diana, your hand is up. I don't know if it's on purpose or you have a final thought to add for us. No.
Oh, it was just one more thing, and congratulations to you and Kasala for that's hard work. Something you said about the being upset about all the troubles in the world, it does them no good for us to be just upset about it all the time, and it does your body no good. That was just a quick thought.
Yes, very good. Thank you. So we've come up to the end of the hour. Thank you, everybody, for your practice, your patient listening, and for your sincere conversation today. We can close by giving homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Aram Samma Sambuddha Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Svakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Subhadibano Bhagavato Savaka Sangha Sanghang Namami.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Thank you.